Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Robin. How are you guys doing today? Or this evening, I guess. 7:10 here in Phoenix. Let me give you guys a quick update of my week, and I'll try to answer any questions for you guys. Any questions you guys might have. Anita Sweet. Hello, Anita. How are you? Hopefully, you're doing good. Isabel. Hello, how are you? I'm gonna. I'm going to. I'm gonna give you guys an update. So just waiting for folks to log on. Hello, Alexis, Violet Wonder 7, Tina Bejarra. Hello, Isabel. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Awesome. Raya. Hello, blessings and abundance to you too. Appreciate you. Belia Arizmendis. Hello, good evening. What? Shelme. Hello. Victoria Miaston. Hello. Anita's in the hospital right now. Uh, get better, Anita. Thank you for checking in, even though you're in the hospital. Kimberly, I'm glad you're doing good. Jay Olivares, I'm good. Thank you. Lulu, hello. Um, so bear with me for 1 second, guys. I'm texting with Blake's boyfriend right now, right this second. Okay, so if you guys give me a minute, I'll give you guys an update on Blake. So hang on while I'm texting him right now. Um, Angela Martinez, hello. Rita, no bad vibe 7. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anita. So Blake, um, so Blake can't talk right now because he has a tracheotomy tube in his throat. Uh, um, they're gonna do a procedure on him, and I might go visit him tomorrow, maybe. Why does my camera look blurry? So, anyways, I'll keep you guys updated with that. Okay. Um, so Adriana story from today. That was a tough story, right? Also, the news about Manuel. He said he was 24, but I think he was younger than 24. I think he lied and said he was 24, but I think he's younger. He passed away. It looks like the day after I interviewed him. Unfortunately, that's really sad. He has family in Chino Valley, Arizona, which is what, like 2 hours away from here, I believe, 2, 3 hours away from here. I interviewed him on July what? It was 3 weeks ago. So July 14th. No, wait. It was actually I want to say July 13th that I interviewed him. And 2 days later is when he passed away, right? On the 15th. So it's really sad. Yeah. So he told me he was 24, but I really believe he was actually younger, like 18 or 19 or 20 or something. That definitely not 24. So yeah, prayers to Emmanuel and his family. Uh, Somebody made me aware. One of my subscribers, one of you guys, made me aware, and yeah, so sad. I think he did OD. Apparently, something about he hit his head. They were doing blues. He hit his head on a wall, and he slumped over, and that's that's all that I know of. So sad, sad, sad. When you're doing blues, right? You're gonna like how many people have I've interviewed and they told me that they got ran over, right? I've interviewed a lot of people. Oh yeah, I got ran over. You know, I've never been run over ever in my life. That's because I'm not, doing drugs and running out into the street and getting hit by cars. So when you're doing these drugs, these pills, they mess with your head and jack you up, and you're more vulnerable to accidents or getting run over, falling asleep or somebody harming you or getting kidnapped, all these bad things, so sad. Young kid, man, young. Yeah, he was like the most respectful interview, right? Say yes, sir, no, sir, thank you, sir, everything. He called me sir for everything. So, sad. I think I'm older than his dad, actually. His father. Uh, yeah, that's probably why they call me sir, because they they're being respectful. But yeah, definitely condolences to Manuel and to his family. Veronica M, I just lost a second cousin last night from an overdose. Condolences, Veronica, for your loss, the loss of your cousin. It's everywhere. Karen Lauder, all the way in Australia. She's down under the land of koalas. I've never seen that name before, Karen. So welcome if this is your first time or if you've never commented before. Welcome. Thank you for checking in all the way from Australia. Say no to blues. Hello, it's me, Kay. So sad. River Cloud says death of Manuel really shocked me. So sudden. Yeah. I'm actually surprised I don't get notified more often, right? So I think I've highlighted like 7 people. I think 6 or 7 people I've highlighted. I redid their thumbnail to say rest in peace. I think I have like 6 or 7 of those. But can you imagine how many people that I don't know that they've passed on? Like I just haven't been notified and nobody's told me. I think it's the number is even higher than 6 or 7, right? So it's really sad. Um, these pills are taking over, and then you don't come back. You don't get a second chance. You don't get to hit restart and do over. This is it. So it's really alarming and scary. Jeff, hello, how are you? Teresa Cud is in Tucson. Hello, Teresa. TV Pity Bull. Hello. And Adriana was really sad, right? Adriana, she has 6 children, and she's 6 months pregnant with her seventh child. Seven. She's 27 years old. That was shocking, right? I didn't know that she had 6 kids. She's pregnant with her seventh, and she's doing blues. Um, it's I don't know what to say about that. Some of it is our government, our society. I think is to blame for some of that. There are literally some doctors that say that like I consider her pregnancy like in her belly. I think to me she has a baby, but there are doctors and there's some people that think, oh, that's not a baby. That's a clump of cells, or it's a fetus, or it's they have all kind of names for it, right? To me, it's a human being. It's a child. It's an unborn child. It's a baby. It's a living baby, living child, a living fetus. And other people, so we've been accustomed to, oh, it's okay. We okay the uh, how can I say it in a nice way, for these unborn children to um, just be kind of thrown away, unfortunately, right? So we've okayed that as a society. So it's really sad. It's really sad. Hopefully, her 6 other kids are with family, but they're not with their father and they're not with their mother. So who's raising them, right? You and I, the taxpayers, are raising them. That's who. Sad. uh, Giselle Robles, how do you feel usually when you're doing interviews? It must feel awful seeing so many people on the streets for the same thing. Yeah, Giselle, it's a helpless feeling, like helpless, like you see somebody that's in need, they're in dire need, they're this close to death, right? It's like, for example, Manuel, right? I wish I could take him and take him to the treatment center, emergency room, but you can't do that. It's like against the law. If he doesn't want to go, you can't touch him, right? If he doesn't want the ambulance, if he doesn't want help, if he doesn't want to change his life, there's nothing you can do. So it's like you're helpless. Um, so that's why I feel I've grown accustomed to it. There's not much you can do other than to shed light on this issue for others going forward, right? So I might not be able to help the people that I'm interviewing, but how many hundreds of people that are going to watch these videos, they're going to be like, you know what, somebody offered me something, I'm going to say no, because I don't want to end up like Manuel, I don't want to end up like Adriana, I don't want to end up like Blake, I don't want to end up like none of those folks. I don't want none of that to happen to me. Life is already super hard enough. I'm not going to make it harder on myself. So I have the choice to say no. I'm going to say no, right? Somebody asked me one time, do you think addiction is a disease? And I say, at first it's a choice, and then if you make the wrong choice it becomes a disease. So right now, so Adriana, she's battling addiction for the past 2 years, but right now she also has a disease, right? Addiction, right? But to me, she had a before the disease, she had a choice, right? And when they offered her, remember Adriana said, "Yeah, I was at a party, I was at a hotel or something, and somebody passed me the tray." That means a little piece of aluminum foil with the pill on it, and said, "Here you go." And she had the choice to say yes or say no. Unfortunately, she said yes, and here she is 2 years later. Okay. So she's battling a disease called addiction, but at the beginning, she had a choice. So by sharing all these stories, you guys could share it with your children, with your family, your friends, and say, hey, if somebody offers you something, you say no, because you don't want that disease of addiction, right? If somebody comes to me and says, hey, do you want the choice of cancer? I'm gonna say no, Do you want the choice of addiction? No, no, thank you. I appreciate the offer. No, no, thanks. Just say no. Um, it's always worked for me. Kelly Collins, I hear in your voice that you get emotional. Yeah, probably more mad than anything else, like upset, disappointed. That's probably my emotion. My biggest emotions is uh, um, you're upset, anger, but I have to channel it in a proper way so I don't get too man, how do you say it, too vested in these folks, right? Because it's really hard to help somebody when they don't want to help themselves. It's super hard. Glam me and glam kids. Love your shirt, Art. Thank you. Oh, my update. So the reason why I want to give you want to do the live session today is because I'm going on vacation on Thursday. And here's some trivia for the day. Where am I going? I've already told you guys. Where am I going? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller. Bueller. Jay, no. Kelly got it right. Hawaii. I'm going to Hawaii this Thursday, so I'm excited. I've never been to Hawaii, um, so I need to go before before they start shutting things down. I want to go to the Cecil Hotel in LA, and I want to go to Albuquerque again. So yes, eventually I'll go again to Albuquerque. So yes, I plan on doing a live session in Hawaii, and also they have a really big homeless problem in Hawaii and Honolulu, and lots of drugs. I think somebody told me that the a problem that they have there is G. Uh, G is very prevalent. It's not so much blues. I'll go ask around if there's blues there. Probably not. Who knows? Maybe, but we'll see. Kailani Luna, aloha. Austin Mitchell, hello. Victoria Myaston, it's so beautiful there. Yes, that's what I heard. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. It's gonna be a long flight, like 6 hours. Ugh. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go on vacation. Got my I got my that's gonna be me this coming weekend, right? Um, and I only said things might start closing because of the monkeypox thing, whatever that is. So hopefully it doesn't get crazy. But yeah, it's, a lot of people ask if you want to buy pot. That's funny. Rosa Lopez, hello from Victorville, California. Much blessings to you and your family. Thank you very much, Rosa. I used to live in Barstow, California. I lived there uh, a few years. So I went to the mall, Victorville Mall, a couple times, I think. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Uh, I'm gonna have to use this hat to keep the sun away right over there. So it's gonna be my relaxing hat. So, anyways, so those are the updates, guys. So Blake, I was texting. Um, I was texting Blake's boyfriend just now. Right when I started, he was texting me, and I might see him. I might see Blake. He's actually texting me right now. Okay, so I apologize. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm reading a text. So there's a chance I'm gonna go see Blake tomorrow. There's a chance. So um, he's in the hospital still. He had Blake can't talk because he has a tracheotomy tube right here, and so I'll give you guys an update. Okay. So I'll let you guys know if I see him tomorrow. Um, so Blake, okay, Blake, I might see him tomorrow. Vacation, so I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I won't get back to like Monday. I think I'm coming back on Monday. So I'm letting you guys know because when I don't post for like a day or two, you guys start messaging me on here on YouTube and say, "Hey, Art, are you okay?" So you guys get concerned, and sometimes I just get busy, work and stuff, right? So this at the latter part of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'll definitely be uh, be busy, right, in Hawaii. So you might not hear from me as much, but just so you guys know where I'm at, okay? So lovely Lizzie, what about your assistant? Can I take care of her? She's getting taken care of right now. Actually, she's good. Victoria, thank you. I appreciate you. Jose Reyes, I'm going to Honolulu. That's where I'm going. Um, so that was my update. Do you guys have any questions? It was going to be a quick one today. Gail McCoy, I can't turn off my phone, Gail, because I'm texting Blake's boyfriend. I'm very concerned about Blake, so I'm waiting for him to text me, Gail. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate your concern over my phone, Gail. Thank you. Damien, from all the people you met, which one was the saddest story that touched your heart? There's so many of them. There's so many of them. There's It's not one person. It's like people ask like, "Who's your favorite child?" You don't, as a parent, you don't have a favorite child, right? You just um, they all they all touch you in some way, shape, or fashion. Especially the ones that have passed on. I remember exactly where they were when, like, this location, when I passed by that location, that's the person that I think about, right? 22-year-old Cruz, was he 22 or 20? I can't remember. Um, Gabby, the first time that I met her, I remember exactly where. I passed by there all the time. The last place that I interviewed Gabby, I passed by there every single day. Um, Manuel, he just passed away. I pass by there regularly. Yeah, all those people I carry like a little piece of them with me in my heart because they're human, and you know, I think my message got to them a little late in their addiction. I wish I would have met them earlier, right? Maybe that planting of the seed could have helped them if it was done earlier, maybe. So I'm not sure, but yeah, it's tough. River Cloud, have you seen Aztec? Yes, I have. I see him almost every day, actually. Laura, hi Art, you're doing amazing things. You're a blessing. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you. Hey Jeff, yes, April of 2021. Yeah, April of 2021. My brother got married in Puerto Rico, so I went to Puerto Rico, and they have homeless people in Puerto Rico. Obviously, lots of drugs, and I remember I met the homeless couple. They were American veterans, and they're just hanging out, living in Puerto Rico. So I'm sure there'll be similar stories in Hawaii. Sad. Cherish, will you make any? Yes, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to meet people out there and, lost in Hawaii, right? Lost in Hawaii. I guess that's, if you want to be lost somewhere, that's a cool place to be lost at, right? In Hawaii. So, Sarah, Sierra, thank you very much. God bless. I appreciate you. Have you seen Brittany lately? Brittany. uh, You're gonna have to give me a little bit more on Brittany because I don't know which one exactly that is. Have you seen Janetta? I see Janetta almost every day. She's still out there, just living life, doing her thing, unfortunately. So, have you seen Eli, Elias, or Elias? I haven't seen him in a long time since last year. Hopefully, he's okay. Either his family picked him up or the state has him instituted somewhere because he just disappeared. He just disappeared completely. He's gone. So his family picked him up and he's in California, which is probably not likely. I think the state might have him um, institutionalized somewhere, receiving help. I think Elias, yeah, Elias. I haven't seen him. That's since last year. Hopefully he's okay. Justin Lee, no, I haven't seen Brittany. I think I know who you're talking about. I haven't seen her. Marcos, how about the girl who had the dog Pickles? That's Caitlin. I haven't seen Caitlin in a long time since the last update with her was she was slamming, unfortunately, which is 10 times worse than anything, but I haven't seen her. I have not seen Mente. I haven't seen him since last year. Hopefully he's doing better. Miss Tina Salcedo, safe travels. May the Lord get you to and from Hawaii safe. I plan to go there next year. Prayers going out to Manuel's loved ones. Thank you, Miss Salcedo. Appreciate you. Update on Octavian. Haven't seen Octavian. I saw Aliana 2 weeks ago. So I haven't seen her since then. 2, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Elias is definitely severely um, severe mental issues and has a court order treatment. Yeah, if I was to put money on that, that would be the one. Slamming is using a needle. That's what slamming means. She was using a needle for G. It's all this terminology that we all have to learn, right? Slamming is, injection. G is meth, blues or counterfeit fentanyl pills. Update on Omar. He's still out there. Um, Thank you, Damien. I appreciate you. You have a calm about you when you talk, but I do see you get upset. Yeah, I mean it's upsetting. Yeah, definitely emotional, right? You get you get it's tough, seeing them out there, and then with every single person I say, like, to me, I'm thinking in my head, will this be the last time that I see them, I talk to them? Is this interview the last time that their family will see them before the police give them a phone call that they're no longer here, that they found them in an alley? That's kind of what goes in my mind before I interview them with every single one. That's why it's important to document this. Um, Something else I wanted to mention to you guys is something that I'm noticing is that, like Janetta, somebody asked me about Janetta. Um, when I met her, she was standing upright, like, standing upright without any back issues. Janetta is doing this now. She's her and, like, I could rattle off lots of other people that I've seen that I've interviewed and not interviewed. They do this right here. Their back. Um, uh, I think it's because their bones are getting brittle. They're getting soft, and they're just starting to do this. They're like literally walking, and they can't bend up all the way straight anymore. They're having back issues, right? Her and a multitude of other people there. I'm like, oh my God, when I met that person last year, they weren't doing that. They were erect. Right now they're leaning forward, and it's just, it's sad. It's sad, sad, sad. Um, those are things that happen to people when they're, 60, 70, 80, 90, not in their 20s. So that's something that I've been noticing, and I've keep forgetting to mention it to you guys. So I don't know. Ernie Lopez, thank you very much. I'm gonna leave this Thursday. I'll be returning on, I think, Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. I think Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. I have to check. I forgot. A gallon of milk is $10. No cookies in Hawaii. No cookies in Hawaii. If a gallon of milk is $10, like, dang. Yeah. Carlos Garcia, question: you mentioned in every interview that if they ever need to reach out, they need a ride, etc., how often do they reach out to you? I can count on one hand how many times people have actually reached out, on one hand, unfortunately. Out of all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people I've interviewed, uh, it's just in one hand I can count the times. Okay, so the gesture is big though, because they need to know that they have somebody in their corner, right? Um, Geo, right? So a couple months ago, he was in jail. He called me from jail because he still has my number. So it's good for them to know that there's somebody out here that believes in them and has faith in them, that they can overcome their obstacles. So the gesture is sincere, and I mean it. You can call me, I'll give you a ride. Unfortunately, they don't take me up. um, the majority do not take me up on it, right? So and that's sad, because I wish Manuel would have called me. I wish Manuel would have said, "Hey, Art, can you take me right now? Can you take me to my mom's house? Can you help me get to gosh, where is he from again? I forgot." The town up north, like 2 hours away. Can you help me get to my family's house up north? Can you help me? Is there any way you can help me? He didn't ask that though. He didn't. I'll talk to them off to the side, like, hey, dude, like, are you ready for treatment? Like, I'll talk to them before I interview or after I interview them. Um, like, hey, Manuel, like, are you ready? And they aren't ready. They just aren't ready. Manuel mentioned that him and his friend, they were talking, and they're gonna go to treatment. But Manuel didn't get the treatment. Manuel is no longer with us. So sad. Slump is still doing good. Islamo realist. I have osteoporosis from drug usage. So yeah, it makes you slump. I'm gonna start walking around like this because yeah, it's it's sad the way it transforms you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Sad. Perry Ochoa, even if only one person's life was saved, all you have done is worth it. Keep planting the seed. Absolutely. I believe that 100%, right? Um, that if one person is saved, then it's all worth it, right? If you guys talk to your kids and your family, and one of your nephews or one of your children just says, hey, I watched some YouTube channel called Lost in Phoenix, and people are passing away left and right. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to make my mom sad. So I'm gonna say no to that stuff. So I think we're all doing our job again, because it's this right here is a Lost in Phoenix community. This is the Lost in Phoenix family, all of us, and it's not just me. It's me and you guys, and you guys, by asking me these questions. Um, you guys help spread the word and the message. Shorty with her bags, you guys help her with getting contents for the bags, whether it's snacks and toiletries. You guys are send her $5, $10. She appreciates it. So I'm very grateful for Shorty and all of you folks, all of you guys that are on here, and we've grown this community, this channel. Uh, Pretty quickly, and I think we're doing the community a good. I think we're doing the community good by creating this awareness. I know we're doing more than some agencies, some state and city agencies, state agencies. It seems like it. I could be wrong, but the only people I see out in the street are churches and me. That's it. So Jay Olivares, I got invited to one high school last year, but it'd be nice if it was more. Like, I would like to talk to more schools, because elementary, middle school, and high school, that should be like my target audience, right? That group of people, they're at that age. That's where it's all at. So Cindy, thank you. River Cloud, thank you. Jose, will do. Michelle in San Diego, hello, good evening. How do you know if they are overdosing on blues, and when do you use the Narcan? When they're passed out, when they're just knocked out. It looks like they're sleeping, but they're actually dying. They stop breathing, and you need to rub their chest. If they wake up, then leave them alone. They're not they're not overdosing. They're just probably asleep, heavily asleep. But if you're touching them and they're not waking up, they're overdosing because they're not breathing. Their heart is basically stopping. Their heart is stopping, and you need to just give them Narcan nasal in one nostril, rub their sternum. If they get up, good. If they still don't get up, then you and go to the second nostril with the spray, and they should wake up. Pour water on them, um, massage your chest, or do a sternum rub with your knuckle right here, and then they'll just wake up. I've seen them. I've seen the paramedics do that. So yeah, it's crazy. They wake up like a massive headache. They say. Anthony Luna, did you get invited to Manuel's funeral? I did not. Desiree Bullock, hello from Mesa, Arizona. Carlos Garcia, have you ever felt a strong bond with anyone you interviewed where you tried their hardest, or you tried your hardest to help, but it was just draining you because they were difficult to help? No, no. I don't think it's really good for me to get like that to that point. That's not healthy at all. It wouldn't be healthy for me because I just talk to too many people, right? But in my own way, I care about these folks, right? The Blakes, the Caitlins, the Jesuses, the Manuels, all these people, like, again, they have like a piece of me. A piece of them is right here. And I think about them. I think about them. I send prayers for them. I really pray for them, for their souls. I pray for Adriana to seek guidance, seek treatment, and return to being a mom. Stop having kids. Please stop having children, because her kids don't have a father. Her kids don't have a mother. We have to raise them. The government, us taxpayers, we have to raise them. That's the problem, right? And they get caught up in the loop of being raised by the government without parents. So what is the likelihood of those 6, 7 kids they're going to get out of poverty? What's the likelihood, right? And so their chances are not good because that's how they're starting off in life. So sad. Do you get to go on ride-alongs with police officers? No. I used to go. I've been on. I went when I was younger. Have you heard from Caitlin? I have not seen Caitlin. Say no to blues. That's why I waited. You're 35 years old when you had your firstborn. Awesome. Good job. Thank you, Islamo. I appreciate it. 42 minutes. I think if Art did a ride along, people would probably think he was a cop and wouldn't talk to him. Yeah. Perry, remember, Art, to practice self care, mind, body, and spirit. If you don't, you fall into what's called compassion fatigue. I think I do a pretty, my personality is very, I don't know how I would label my personality, but my personality is very well suited for like this, this Lost in Phoenix, what I'm doing with Lost in Phoenix. It's well suited. My personality is well suited for it. I'm able to compartmentalize. I'm able to set it to the side, right? So when I'm working in my day job, my normal job, I'm able to focus on that. I'm able to focus on my family. I'm able to focus on Lost in Phoenix, right? Without anything getting jumbled or mixed. Or I think it's because my personality. I have a very strong personality. I'm very strong-willed and determined, and I think people sense that. So that's why a lot of people don't give. Most people don't give me like a lot of crap. They just, some people say sir. A lot of people say sir, and they're very respectful, very genuine because they see that I'm being genuine, and I'm not trying to play with them or harm them. I'm trying to help them, and yeah, I think that's a good thing. All that helps me to be able to cope with this because a lot of people wouldn't be able to do the things, go out there and talk to people and just witness the things that I witness on a daily basis. It's insane. You guys wouldn't believe it. Some of the things I can't even mention on here because YouTube doesn't won't like me saying it. You guys would get shocked, and it's just crazy. It's like a different world out there in the streets sometimes. It's like I'm in a different country, like a third world country. It's not the United States of America that I grew up in. Like, what the hell happened? Say no to blues. What do you think about all these workers that still haven't come back to work, or the ones that came back and are mentally checked out? When you pay people to stay home, they're going to stay home. So the government shouldn't be subsidizing people to stay home. That's my theory. If you pay people to stay home, they're gonna stay home. What is I don't want to spam you, but what's a good location to try treatment? There's so many of them. Taros, Community Bridges, Crossroads, Aurora Behavioral Health, Victory Outreach has a program. Chicanos por la Causa has a program. A lot of them. River Cloud, I'm in the process of joining the military. So congratulations, and thank you for your service, River Cloud. I hope your adventure in the military is successful and you get the most out of it. Have fun. Damien D, I'm in a class at UCLA, and there are about 35 students here watching your live stream, and we are all talking and have questions. UCLA is having night classes or what? Uh, Ask away. Stangs, I've tried on my own. I just can't. Sometimes you have to ask for help. You have to go to professional help. You can't do it on your own because you need to talk about it. You need that help. You need professional people to help you on how to cope with addiction. Right? It's not just detoxing, but now you need to know what to do after you're clean. How do you stay away from it? How do you stay away from the triggers? How do you combat and fight the triggers? So I'm glad you're going to ask for help. Luisito Guevara, I live in Sedona now, but I would like to take you to lunch next time I'm in the valley. Awesome. Cool. Let me know. I like lunch. I like breakfast. I like lunch and I like dinner. I eat too much. I think I eat too much. I need to get on a diet. Uh, s- Mariah M. Hello from New York. 8, 9, 10. It's like 11 or 12 in New York, right? Hi, my name is Veronica Cortez from South Central Los Angeles. How can you tell if someone is using drugs or what does the drug smell like? So, the um, blues, what they smell like to me is a mix between dog food and popcorn. If you were to mix popcorn smell and dog food, that's what it sounds like. That's what it smells like to me. and it's a very disgusting smell because um, you could like smell the chemicals in it, and like ugh, it's like repugnant. To me, it's repulsive. Like, and I just get away from there because sometimes people come up and I could smell it like on their body. They just smoked and they come walk towards me, and that little cloud of funk hits me, and I just have to go like this because that's I just don't want to smell it. It's pretty gross. How can you tell? Their fingers are usually like black, and the reason they're black, their tips of their fingers are black because they're so when you hear when you hear people say tray, it's basically a little piece of foil, aluminum foil. They put the pill on the tray, the foil, and then they light it from the bottom, right? And they have a straw in their mouth, and then they're sucking up the smoke from from the lighter and the pill, right? And then the starts melting. This pill starts melting and it starts moving on the aluminum foil. It just starts moving everywhere. So that's why when you guys, I call Phoenix foil city because there's foil everywhere, little pieces of aluminum foil. uh, I've seen aluminum foil and it has like all kind of black marks, like a somebody got a black marker and just went scribbled on it. That's the the pill making burn marks because it's moving, and so they're touching the aluminum foil at the bottom of the foil. It's all burnt, it's all black, and so they're touching that and their fingers get black. Hortensia is joining late. Desiree Bullock is joining late. Um, Blake is in the hospital. He's having a procedure done. He has a tracheotomy tube stuck in his throat right now, so he can't talk. But he's okay. He's alive. Hopefully, the procedure is going to help him further. There's a possibility I'm going to go to the hospital tomorrow to go talk to Blake's boyfriend while Blake is in the room. So we'll see. There's a chance that's going to happen tomorrow. Um, Also, I'll be going on vacation this Thursday. I'll be gone this week, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think I get back on Monday or Tuesday, and I go back to work on Wednesday. So this weekend I'll be gone. I might do some interviews in Hawaii, so keep an eye out for that. We'll see. Omar Hernandez, not sure if anyone asked, but what else do you do apart from the interviews? I have a full time job. I'm in management. I've been with that company for 14 years. So I'm lucky. I'm super blessed. Jay Olivares, is Molly big in Phoenix? I've been interviewing people since last November, right? Wait, November of 2020. So this November is going to be 2 years. I've never ever heard somebody say, "Hey, I'm addicted to Molly." Never, not one time. And I've interviewed over 500 people, dude. So I would say, I would say that Molly is not, at least here where I'm at. It's not a big thing. Uh, to all the UCLA people, UCLA Bruins that are watching right now in Los Angeles, thank you for checking in, and I appreciate the questions. Hopefully, this has been insightful for you guys. If you guys ever have any further questions, please let me know. Reach out. I'd be happy to talk to you guys again. Wood tea. There is Molly, but homeless people are not doing that. I've heard of Molly, but not here and doing these interviews. Um, I don't even know what Molly is, to be honest with it. To be honest with you, uh, the biggest concern that everybody should have is that these pills cost 50 cents now, a dollar now. Okay. When I started doing this November of 2020, the cheapest was $5 all the way up to $10 per pill. Okay. The cheapest five, and some were still buying them for $10. Now, almost 2 years later, now you can buy them for $2, $1. Some people buy them for 50 cents. That is super bad. That's why I've been telling you guys that it's going to get worse. 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 So, no update on Peter. So that's my update, guys. Okay, so happy Monday. Have a great rest of your week. I appreciate you guys tuning in and spending 55 minutes of your Monday with me. Really great questions, relevant questions. God bless every single one of you. Those are the updates that I had. And we'll talk soon, okay? Thank you guys very much. Bye.